In April 1912, the world witnessed one of the most famous disasters in human history. A ship so large, so luxurious, and so advanced that many people believed it could never sink. Its name was Titanic. At the beginning of the 20th century, nations competed to build bigger and faster ships. The British company White Star Line wanted to create the most luxurious passenger ship ever seen. The result was Titanic, a floating palace filled with grand staircases, elegant dining halls, swimming pools, and comforts that seemed unbelievable for that time. When Titanic was launched, newspapers called it a miracle of engineering. People around the world were amazed by its size. Many passengers believed they were traveling on the safest ship ever built. On April 10, 1912, Titanic left Southampton, England, carrying more than 2,200 passengers and crew members. Rich businessmen, immigrants searching for a better life, families, workers, and dreamers all boarded the same ship. Was about to change forever. As Titanic crossed the Atlantic Ocean, life on board seemed perfect. Passengers enjoyed music, fine food, and luxury, unlike anything they had ever experienced. Everything appeared calm, but far ahead in the cold North Atlantic, danger was waiting. Several ships sent warnings about large icebergs floating in Titanic's path. The messages reached the ship, but many passengers remained unaware of the growing threat. Titanic continued moving through the dark ocean at high speed. Then suddenly, on the night of April 14, 1912, lookouts spotted an iceberg directly ahead. The warning came too late. Officers immediately ordered the ship to turn. For a brief moment, everyone hoped disaster had been avoided. But seconds later, the iceberg scraped along Titanic's side. At first, the collision did not seem serious. Many passengers barely noticed anything unusual. There was no massive explosion, no dramatic impact. But below the surface, the truth was terrifying. The iceberg had damaged multiple compartments of the ship. Seawater began flooding inside. Engineers quickly realized the situation was far worse than anyone imagined. Titanic was doomed. The ship designed to survive almost anything was slowly dying. Then panic began to spread. Crew members started preparing lifeboats, but there was a major problem. There were not enough lifeboats for everyone on board. Many passengers still believed Titanic could not sink. Some even hesitated to enter the lifeboats because they felt safer on the giant ship. Meanwhile, the freezing Atlantic Ocean continued pouring into the vessel. Hour by hour, the front of Titanic sank deeper into the water. Families were separated. Passengers prayed. Musicians continued playing music to calm the frightened crowds. And in the darkness of the Atlantic Ocean, thousands of lives hung in the balance. Then suddenly, at approximately 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, Titanic broke apart and disappeared beneath the wave. Within minutes, the great ship was gone. Hundreds of people found themselves trapped in the freezing water. The temperature was so cold that survival became almost impossible. Rescue ships rushed toward the disaster, but many arrived too late. More than 1,500 people lost their lives that night. The sinking of Titanic shocked the entire world. Newspapers across the globe reported the tragedy. Questions were asked. Investigations began. How could the most advanced ship of its time disappear on its very first voyage? For decades, the wreck remained hidden beneath the Atlantic Ocean. No one knew exactly where Titanic rested. The ship had vanished into darkness. Then suddenly, in 1985, explorers finally discovered the wreck nearly 4,000 meters below the ocean's surface. After more than 70 years, Titanic had been found. Images revealed a haunting sight. The once magnificent ship was broken in two. Rust covered its surface. Rooms that once hosted wealthy passengers were now silent ruins deep beneath the sea. The discovery reignited worldwide fascination with Titanic. Scientists studied the wreck. Historians examined evidence. Filmmakers told its story. And millions of people became captivated by the tragedy once again. But perhaps the reason Titanic continues to fascinate us is because it represents something larger than a ship. It is a reminder that even the greatest achievements of humanity can be vulnerable. A reminder that confidence can sometimes become overconfidence. And a reminder that nature often has the final word. More than a century later, Titanic still rests at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Silent, dark, a monument to one of history's most unforgettable disasters. And even today, whenever people hear the name Titanic, they remember the ship that was said to be unsinkable, until the night it sank. Okay, bye guys. Subscribe to my channel for more powerful historical stories and epic documentaries. See you in the next video.